What's up, you guys? It's Power Gaming 8590 here, and today we are going to be playing through and reviewing the Plasma Musket verified creation by Alexarator. Now, what this one does is it adds in, exactly as the title says, a Plasma Musket to the Commonwealth. It does start spawning in around level 22 on Minutemen, Gunners, and Vendors, and you can also find some legendaries. Now, with that, there is also a unique placed in the world located around Gunner's Plaza, which is what we are going to try and find here at the beginning, and then we'll test it out. This does cost 100 creation credits, or the equivalent of about $1. Now, according to this, the unique weapon is found at a grave with rose bushes near Gunner Plaza. So it should be around here somewhere. Now, I haven't seen any rose bushes yet, or a grave, and that's okay. But it's around here somewhere, so we'll just have to try and keep an eye out, and, well, we were trying not to draw their attention while we look. But let's keep an eye out. For some reason, I feel like it is not going to be right there. I don't know why I thought it would be there. But we're going to head around back where we were, and we just took them. And I didn't favorite my stim packs. That could be a problem. There we go. Now that I have my stim packs readily available, I think we might actually have a chance here. So let's look around for said rose bush with a grave. So far, I do not see anything resembling a rose bush around here. Hopefully, we can find it. I'm sure we can. So, let's just keep looking. Maybe. Perhaps. I hear something. So, alright, let me check my notes real quick. Okay, I see we're, give or take, what we're looking for. I think it's going to be around back here, if I had to guess. But it's an actual pink rose bush, not something being called a rose bush that is not actually roses. Which is surprisingly common when it comes to mods. They like to say it's one thing and then it's actually another. But let's keep an eye out. Is it down over in here maybe? Perhaps? Someday? No. Alright, so what I think we shall do for this is I will look around for said Laser Musket and, well, not Laser Musket, Plasma Musket, let me get it right. And when I find it, I will resume the recording, because so far I'm not really seeing it, and I'm not going to bore you guys to death with me running around in circles and probably walking past it a dozen times. So, I will see you guys when I locate the Plasma Musket. Alrighty, and I'm back. I walked right past it about 3 times. It's sitting right here next to this bush. We've got a note called Goodbye Old Friend. It says, "Hey buddy, been a while, miss you a lot, but I ain't here to get all sad and depressed. You were right, I could figure out how to put this thing together. Took me a few years to figure it out, started out with some big chunky plasma cannon. Damn thing wasn't pretty at all. Then get this, those chem huffers were onto something. Zettans are real, managed to dome one of the fuckers when they were coming for some Brahmin. Not that it's very difficult, their head's the size of said Brahmin. Screwed around with some of their weaponry, came up with something that broke after a week. Nonetheless, it was knowledge. Decided to take a step back, experiment with some black powder. I know one big-ass step backward, but what can you do? Worked back up to good old 10mm. Needed a rifle to help get rid of the heaps of rounds I got. Thing was hideous, but it meant something. Then I modified one of those old combat rifles, put a Gauss coil on the thing, got it to take those 2mm ECs, had some pointers from someone else. He was a good help getting the thing to work. Strapped together some kind of rifle that used some tech I snuck into Vault 75 to nab those gunners. Ain't got nothing behind those eyes. Hardest part was not laughing when I snuck right by them. The next hardest part was some guy saying I copied him. Guess he owns putting batteries in cylinders. No hard feelings, though the wasteland is chaotic. Everyone's tense. Anyway, I went back, retooled a lot of those things, tried again and again, made me look like a madman to people. But it was all part of the process for me. Biggest thing ever happened, I got my hands on the Institute shit, came across a long dead patrol of the things, managed to reverse engineer their weapons, combined it with plasma tech, made some cool shit. The whole suite of cool guns to use. Tried my hand at recreating stuff from around the wasteland. Why pick up some dead guy's plasma pistol when I can make my own? You wouldn't believe how hard those service rifles are to get right for me, though. All that to say I kept at it just like you wanted. Now I made your design the best I possibly could. Though I think someone out there could use it more than me. I think I can make whatever my mind cooks up now. I'm heading to the Palmetto Wasteland, met a contact there to help me pursue this whole gunsmithing thing. It's my time to go on a new adventure. I may not have been the best man I could ever be the entire time. I've definitely experienced my hardships, people coming and going, leaving scars I'm still healing from. Just not feeling strong enough to pick up the screwdriver and blueprints sometimes. But at the end of the day, those that got me here and stick with me, they keep me going. I sure as hell got heaps to learn, but I'd say I'm not doing too bad. Thanks, friend. You're an inspiration to us all. We'll miss you. Sincerely, Alex. All right, now let's pick it up. The Atomic Special fires a Tesla beam that creates an explosion on impact. Well, let's take that, although it does say we need plasma. So let's go ahead and get some plasma cartridges. I don't think that's what I need. Come on, where is it at? There we go. Now we should actually be good enough to get started. So let's pull it out, crank it up, and we have some conveniently placed gunners. Ooh, that did some damage to them. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. And mind you, this is unupgraded. I just picked this up straight off of that grave. And this is... Would this be technically 6-shotting, since I'm cranking it 3 times? Let's just try 1 crank on the next guy. Oh, there's 2. Oops. There, let's try 1 crank, see how much damage it does. Ooh. 2 cranks? Yeah, so this is really strong. Now, I did go ahead and spec into Rifleman, because that should be the perk that adjusts the damage on it. So this does have perks going for it. But this seems really strong. Now let's head up top and take out that guy there. If I can hit him. Alright. Let's take him out. Ooh, he's got some health. And he nuked us. I should have seen that coming. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have to go pick that back up because we didn't save. And where are we? Wait. Okay, so we do have it. Well, we saw what the combat was like on it. Let's head to Sanctuary and see what kind of customizations we have. There's Sanctuary. Let's head there and take a look. See if we've got anything interesting going on with it. I have a feeling it's going to have rather standard modifications, but you never know. Could get in there and it's got all kinds of crazy. Upgrades. All right, 3 crank capacitor, so you can take it up to a 6 crank. So that's a standard musket. Now we've got the barrel. The barrel comes with all custom meshes. Some of them do use some reused assets, but they're not bad. We've got the best barrel, the advanced barrel. God, I can't speak today. Now, stocks. Comes with a pretty standard suite of stocks. That eco stock might be pretty good. Sights. Kind of what you'd expect from a typical mod. Although they do appear to have some custom models and textures and stuff. Well, we have the... Okay, this is the legendary effect. So obviously we're not going to change that. So yeah, that's really not a bad weapon. I'm a little disappointed there's no skins for it. But this is a pretty good weapon. For 100 credits, it's not the worst. And like I said, it is added into the leveled lists and stuff. So you're not... There's more than one of them. And I can't hit these guys to save my life. Wow, I suck. Let's try this. There we go, now I can hit the blowfly. And bash animation is standard. So, overall, what would I rate this creation? I would probably give this... I'd say a 6 out of 10. It's not horrible, it's only $1. I mean, granted, it's still $1. But, I mean, it does good damage. It does reuse animation, so I'm not the biggest fan of that. But with this, it's kind of hard to do custom animations on. It does come with leveled list, which is decent. So yeah, I'd say a 5.5 to 6 is a good rating for it. So would I buy this? Personally, if I could go back, I would probably say no, just because there's so many good free weapon mods out there. It's really hard to justify a paid weapon mod, unless it really tickles your fancy. But I also wouldn't judge anybody if they did decide to pick this one up. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, do feel free to go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and comment, drop a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate a subscribe. We are over halfway to our goal of 500 subs by the end of the year, and it's only February. So let's see if we can't get there even sooner, because that would be awesome. I would greatly appreciate it. And if there's a particular creation or mod you want me to play through and review, also drop that in said comments. Anyways, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.